Hello, hello. My name is Luna. So, I wanted to jump on and talk about the mirror effect. What is the mirror effect? I find this to be very intriguing. And why you may say that, why am I so intrigued by it, is because I've been coming across it a lot this month. So, I'm going to briefly describe what the mirror effect, and then I'm going to talk about some things that have happened in my own life and that I want you to think about, hey, maybe it's been happening in my life. So, the mirror effect. We meet people every day that is an illusion of ourselves. You're probably going, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? So, whatever is going on in your subconscious mind, you are reflecting outwards to the people, the situations that you attract. So, I'll give you a circumstance. So, in the past, I had a wound or a trigger that basically I had to fend for myself. I couldn't relax. I couldn't allow. I couldn't receive. I had to be the one doing, giving. And I'm sorry if you hear my dog. He decided to play with this toy right now. So, what does that show as? I would meet people that would take and not give back. Or if I was on the top of my life, say, for example, things were going good in my life, I was able to give, I was able to provide, there was something that I was giving that they were wanting. And there was something that I was also feeding on that I wanted. You can say possibly being accepted, wanting to be needed, wanting to be valued. And so you will attract what you are, what you're evolving. And what I had noticed is, wait a minute, I don't want that anymore. I really don't want that anymore. So the kind of people that I have been attracting, I've spoken to about, I've been meeting a lot of people right now. I have a little bit, my schedule has changed. So I have a little bit of more of the day where I can go out, go to the park, do what I want to do. And as I come across these adventures, I've been meeting a lot of people. And I feel like I've been meeting me, a reflection of me, where we have a conversation, they tell me their scenario, and the type of scenarios that these women I've been coming across is they're afraid to move forward. They attract partners that have to have a reciprocation of, in other words, they could be down a little bit right now, but when they were on top, they were there for them. They were always there for them. They would come to see them and everything, but right now they're having a little different in their schedule, in their flow. And then all of a sudden, these people are starting to like kind of vanish. Like, wait a minute, you can't give me the source that I needed. You're not able to give me the source that I want. So when I'm speaking to these women, they are reflecting and telling me, yeah, it's like it's slowly drifting away. And it's making me feel that I need to do more. I need to create something. I need to do something in order to be welcome, in order to be wanted. So then I started talking to a few of them, and one was telling me that she's in a relationship, and right now she is working part-time and not able to pay all her finances by herself. So she's in a relationship with someone that had told her, well, if you're going to be living with me, then you're going to have to stay at home and cook and clean. Wife duties, and mind you, they're not married. And I was like, wow. And she told me, right now I'm trying to work on my health. I'm trying to get back into my exercise. And there's a class that I want to take, but I'm not able to afford it right now. So then I stopped and I said to her, and I said, wait a minute, girl, wait a minute. We need to talk. She said, yeah, I'm not able to do this and it makes me really sad because I want to do this class. And I said, well, have you asked your partner if he can help you out and he can provide that for you, since you're providing him with cooking for him, cleaning for him, and you're doing the the duties as a wife? He should be providing that for you. She's like, oh, no, I can't because he's not able to afford it. And I say, honey, he can afford it. She's like, no, but I'm putting a burden on him because I'm staying with him and I'm not able to give back. And I said, no. You're in your divine feminine energy, so he should be giving to you. He should be giving to you. You're giving him your emotional support. You are providing for him food when he comes home. You're washing his clothes. You're taking care of his castle, which is supposed to be yours when you get married. Am I right? Comment. I was just like, wow. And he can't provide you with the class that you want? Or do you not feel that you are worthy of him paying for that class that you want? And she was like, oh my God. Then I ran into another friend today, and she was having a little bit of hard time. Something happened medically that she has to take off work. And then she was telling me, oh, no, me and my person, we're not really, it's kind of like weaving off. And I said, why? And I said, did you used to provide for him? Did you used to pay for things? Did you used to do more than he did? She said, yes, I did. And now that I need help, he's withering away. And I went, he should be at this moment helping you because you need that help. But when you were on the top, he was right there, wasn't he? She said, yeah. They both said, yeah. And what I'm trying to say is that it's a reflection of what had happened to me. There was a moment in my life where I had to pause and take like a 2-year break because something had happened in my life, my journey. And at that moment, I got a realization that somebody, if they really cared about me, they would have stepped up to the plate and said, you know what, Luna, let me help you with something. What can I help you with? Crickets. On the other hand, I'm not trying to put myself up, but if I know and we were in a serious relationship and they needed help, I would have stepped up and helped them what I could help them with. But what am I trying to get with this? The mirror effect. You attract what you're still working on. Or say, for example, what you no longer want. And you're going to have people come into your life, what you have fears of, what you're afraid of conquering, what you're afraid of doing. And you have to stop and really look at it and say, wait, do I want to stay in this kind of energy, or do I want to shift it, and do I want to change it? And this was a rude awakening for me, because I was like, why do I keep meeting these kind of feminine energies that are not wanting to receive? And I stopped myself and I said, Luna, maybe you are not wanting to receive right now when you should be. So I want you to take a moment and think about it. Are you the type of person that's not accepting something that you should be accepting? Have a blessed day, and let's